right, this is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hemmer Hicks Jr. Case numbers SP 1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1427651. And it looks like the rest of this stuff. Then I have SP 1500871, and it looks like the rest of this stuff he's already entered a plea into all this stuff.
No, sir, no plea.
Well, that's not what it says here, sir.
I represent myself. I couldn't enter the plea. I never plea. You can check my record. I never plea.
Oh, maybe I found you guilty then. Yeah.
No, I haven't been. Matter of fact, I came inside there personally a week or so ago, and the young lady, the security officer, came out and said that I'm supposed to report today.
No, this is on some old stuff. All right.
I never entered the plea.
So do you not want the representation of counsel?
No, thank you.
Okay. There you go, Mr. Take. That's your first break of the day, Mr. Soroki. You know what I mean?
Judge, I know how to deal with everybody. So I said I know how to deal with everybody, any type of client.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't want it.
Right,
So
I understand.
We can't force it on him.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So you can
Take it as a plus.
So Mr. Lee, today is the date and time set for a show cause. As for purposes of arraignment, sir. We'll do it like this. I'll enter a not
Are you
guilty.
talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Pardon me?
Yes, you should be able to follow the first one.
Are you talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Mr. Hicks, I'm sorry.
Yep, you should be down in area code 929.
Mr. Hicks, for purposes of arraignment, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and give you a $0 bond, all right?
I object, Your Honor. That would be practice in front of the bench.
It's the same process.
Say that again.
I object. That would be practice in front of the bench. Practicing law from the bench. You will have to recluse yourself if you hold on to that.
All right. Well, I deny your motion. So go ahead. How do you want to proceed?
I would like for everything to be dismissed, if it pleases the court.
Deny. What basis?
You haven't even let me tell my grounds.
All right, basis. Give it to me.
For one, a ticket is a bill of attainder. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States, no bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You can have a assistance
All right, let me
to equity that transmits into law penalties.
Let me stop you right there. We have, first of all, we have a problem with the transmission. You're breaking up really, really, really bad, and we can't get that on the, turn your video off. Maybe turn your video off, that will help. Let's see. All right, try it now. Let's see. Go ahead.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You cannot have a writ of assistance that has civil equity that transmits into law. Number two, there's no sworn statement from an injured party. Number three, the officer did not even sign the ticket. That's under law of penalty of perjury. I'm asking that all of these be dismissed.
I'm going to deny that motion. All right, how else do you want to proceed?
That's your declaratory judgment?
I'm going to deny the motion. I denied the motion.
Okay, let's go to court.
Trial?
It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the law. I'm a common law.
Well, read the court rules, and you'll learn a little something.
The court rules go against the law. Y'all practice against the law, against the Constitution. I'm all common law.
All right. Well, we're beyond that.
Okay.
All right.
So you say. So are you going to prosecute this, or somebody else going to prosecute it?
Stop. Let's not keep going. All right. You want a trial date, or not?
It's up to y'all. Remember, y'all make all the rules.
Trial date. You want to, let's give him a jury trial date.
Jury trial.
Yeah.
How long do I have to turn in my briefs?
I'll give you some dates in a second.
Okay. Scamming. With a smile on your face. If it pleases the court, what jurisdiction are you charging me on?
I asked the question, sir.
I just said if it pleases the court.
I know, and I'm telling you, I asked the questions. I appreciate your respect for the court, but I asked the questions. I told you to read the court rules.
March the 5th. Let me check and see.
The court rules. What jurisdiction are you trying to charge me on?
Is March the 5th a good date for you, sir?
No.
Okay.
June the 11th is going to be the jury trial date.
June the 11th?
June the 11th. So let's put your final pretrial date will be, let's see, put that a day before. That way, that'll be the date we'll argue motions on June the 10th. May the 24th will be your motion, and now May 24th. May the 24th, and the city will have 7 days to respond. So the response to the motion will be due by May the 31st.
I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right, have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
I just did. Thank you.
Good morning. You have a final pretrial set for June the 10th, and you have a trial date. You have a final pretrial set for June the 10th. And a jury trial date set for the same day. Okay, that's not correct.
Yeah, you did.
Hold on one second. Let's get the date straight.
I'm not here for that.
What are you here for, sir?
The slip says for Jonathan Reeves.
Jonathan Reeves.
Yes.
I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves.
Well, I motion for this case Man,
Are you Mr. Hicks? Are you Albert Hicks?
yes, I am.
Okay, so we're gonna get you your dates. And that Jonathan Reeves,
I already have my dates. I talked
Okay,
to you last week, remember?
I think it's correct.
I have June the 10th and June the 11th.
Very well. Okay, we'll see you back on those dates, sir.
But this matter right here with this Jonathan Reeves,
Well, what does Jonathan Reeves have to do with you?
that's what I'm here for court for today. I'm making a personal special appearance for this.
Okay, I don't know. Who is Jonathan Reeves? Do you know who that is? What does it say on that? Because it sounds like it may be Jonathan Reeves may have stayed at that address at some point and left. I don't know what that's all
That's why
about.
I'm asking that this case be dismissed. The case is SP 1500-8721.
SP 1500-8721. Okay, that's not
Okay.
Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan Reeves is the officer that apparently wrote the ticket.
And where?
And that's scheduled for the final pretrial on, I see where he's here today. It says scheduled for pretrial today. But that's all gonna be handled on the 11th of, Jonathan Reeves is supposed to be here on the 11th of June, on the day
I
of
was
trial.
not notified. 11th of June.
Yeah.
How was he going to be here on the 11th of June? And I have Spidell on the 11th of June.
You have a couple of different officers, obviously.
Jonathan Reeves and Spidell has nothing to do with each other.
Well, we're just consolidating. We're having all of
Why
them here.
would you do that against my will? Why would you just do that?
I'm doing it because of the judicial economy, sir. So
I'm
judicial
challenging that one.
Okay,
I'm
then
not
write
with
a
that.
motion, and we'll rule on it, but it's all in the same, we're all gonna do it on the same day.
You didn't ask me that.
I don't have to
You
ask.
didn't ask me that. You just arbitrarily did it. That's not right. That goes against my rights.
All right, well, you can put it in a motion, sir.
Well, the whole thing is, I don't know what y'all doing down there, but you are totally infringing on my rights.
Okay, well, file a motion, sir. That's how you speak to the
Why
court.
would I have to file a motion when you infringed on my rights? And I'm saying it right here, right now.
That's what the court rules are. You gotta follow.
No, it's not. Then show me those rules. Let me see those rules. Send those rules to me.
I don't have to show you anything here. That's all public
Oh,
information.
you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Mr. Hicks. Let's not go there, all right?
My honor, please. I'm bringing up valid litigation for this. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can't do anything without my permission. I'm not a ward of the state.
Mr. Hicks.
I'm an unfranchised common law free man.
Mr. Hicks. All I ask you to do is you can file a motion. You can put all of that stuff in the motion.
Yeah, so y'all, so you can come back and say motion denied, right? Like you did last time.
Well, that's my discretion. If I don't feel that it meets if it doesn't meet the criteria of the law, then that's what my
What
obligation
jurisdiction
is.
are we?
I'm not going to answer this question, sir.
Oh, you're not going to answer the questions? Then I would like to know your status.
You don't ask the questions. I ask the questions. That's how.
Oh, you're going to play like that. What is your status? I I am a common law free man. What is your status?
Listen, Mr. Hicks. Mr. Hicks, I'm about to put you out the room, and I'm gonna do that so I don't have to find you in contempt. I don't want to do that, okay? I'm giving you your opportunity to speak to the court through motions. You have your motion date already set. You can put all of that stuff in the motion, okay? And
Why wasn't I notified about this case, this particular?
You are notified. You have it here. You have it there. That's why you zoomed in. All right, Mr. Hicks. All right, now I'm going to give you one last chance to speak, sir. Go ahead and well, before the other litigants come on.
And Your Honor, we're not on the record with Mr. Hicks.
No, we're not on the record.
We should be on the record with Mr. Hicks.
We're not. You don't have a court date today, sir.
I have a court date. I have the paper right in my hand. I have the paper right here in my hand.
In that case number, I told you your court date is, you have motion dates for that. You have,
You just told me, you just told me that. What did I have a court date today for? Why did I waste my time to come here just to hear this?
Well, I mean, sometimes that happens. I mean, if you feel that you're wasting your time, then you don't.
It's the fault of mine. It's the fault of 36th District. Y'all asked me to come to Zoom today.
From what I see here, sir, it's
It has pre-trial on here. Wednesday, February 7th, 2024, 9:35 a.m.
all right. Let's do this. Let's call the case.
Zoom hearing meeting.
Hold on a
for
second.
Jonathan.
Let's call the case. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hicks Jr. Case number SP15008721. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Hicks.
Albert Hicks.
Today is the date and time we'll call it set for a pre-trial date. I see here.
This is supposed to be the pre-trial, excuse me, Your Honor. This is supposed to be the trial date.
It's supposed to be the pre-trial date, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Hicks, based on the nature of the allegation, the city's not going to give you an offer for this case. They want to see and speak with the officer, one being the gentleman you referred to off the record, Jonathan Rivas, and then there's another officer, Daniel Colgrove. Either one of those officers, they're both going to be summoned. I don't know what their testimony will be, but
I motion to dismiss.
Let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
That constitutional?
All right?
Over. Okay.
So let me finish, and I'll let you speak. If you're not going to do it that way, you're either going to get out the room, or you're going to be in, I'm going to lock you up. All right, so today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. And this pre-trial, the officer is not required to be here for a pre-trial. The pre-trial date is set in order for you to get an offer to either settle up the case, or in this case, we're setting a trial date. You have dates already set. The date motion due is going to be on May the 24th, 2024. The response to that motion, if the city chooses to respond, is going to be on May 31st, 2024. Your next court date that you need to be present is going to be on June 10th, 2024 at 8:35, with the jury trial set the next day on June 11th, 2024 at 9:35. Okay? Now, I'll let you speak, and we're going to end.
Is all of this on record?
This is all on record.
Is all of this on record?
Yes.
Okay, please send the information to my home, please.
By the end of this hearing, the biggest irony becomes impossible to ignore. The defendant spent nearly the entire proceeding arguing about sovereignty, jurisdiction, common law status, constitutional violations, and court authority. Yet the judge calmly kept bringing the conversation back to the exact same simple reality: court dates, motions, deadlines, and trial procedure. And that's ultimately why these courtroom confrontations almost always end the same way, because real courts do not operate on internet catchphrases or magic words. They operate on evidence, statutes, procedural rules, and judicial authority. Whether someone personally agrees with the system or not, the courtroom continues moving forward anyway. The judge repeatedly gave this defendant opportunities to object properly, file motions correctly, and preserve issues legally. But instead of focusing on an actual defense strategy, the hearing became dominated by interruptions, accusations, and sovereign citizen talking points that courts have rejected countless times before. And honestly, one of the funniest moments in the entire hearing may have been the ending. After all the arguing, shouting, and legal chaos, the defendant's final request was simply to make sure information gets mailed to his house. That alone tells you everything. If you found this courtroom meltdown as unbelievable as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns, sovereign citizen fails, and real legal chaos caught on camera.